just some production from the big three.
Yeah.
When those guys get going, it's over. Forget it. You got no shot because you know they're going to go. Their starters are going to go at least 6 innings. That's short of the game.
I was hoping the Mariners would get there. That's my team. I've always been a Mariners guy, so I was hoping they'd get there, but I wasn't confident they could beat them. Just in a 7 games. The Mariners are fun to watch this year.
and welcome to Chandler Gilbert Community College for tonight's matchup with Paradise Valley and your Coyotes. Tonight, the home team is Paradise Valley, as we are playing a makeup game and playing it here. On the scoreboard, we will use Coyotes for Coyotes and guests for Paradise Valley. We will have the starting lineups for Paradise Valley and then Chandler Gilbert following the national anthem. The starting lineup for Paradise Valley. In goal, number 28, Sherilyn Solano. A sophomore, number 2, Nevaeh Villegas. A freshman, number 4, Ava Starboard. A sophomore, number 6, Ava Thomas. A sophomore, number 7, Mia Acuna. A sophomore, number 8, Honora Barney. A sophomore, number 9, Mercedes Gallegos. And a sophomore, number 11, Diane Williams. And a freshman, number 23, Carolyn Roscoe. And a freshman, number 26, Tori Wessel Hayes. And a freshman, number 27, Zoe Gurley. And the Pumas are led by Mr. Ernie Santa Cruz. And now for the Coyotes. In goal, a freshman, number 32, Rhea Abu. And a freshman, number 2, Peyton Holoball. And a sophomore, number 5, Brooklyn Murray. And a freshman, number 6, Audrey King. And a freshman, number 7, Allie Rose.
And we welcome you to the campus of Chandler Gilbert. A huge one tonight for the women's soccer team. They are deadlocked in the 4th position with Glendale Community College at 5, 6, and 2. 1 game left for both squads tonight. Chandler Gilbert taking on Paradise Valley. Paradise Valley, a record of 2, 10, and 1, playing the role of spoiler. Glendale will be taking on they'll be taking on Mesa this evening. If both teams end up in a tie, then they'll play tomorrow night. So a huge one for Chandler Gilbert. They knocked off Paradise Valley earlier this year by the count of 3-2. Isabella Mesquez and scored a goal, and Brooklyn Murray, a pair of goals in the victory. Kaylee Henderson doing a great job between the pipes for the win. Of course, Chandler Gilbert led by Olivia White with 5 goals, Isabella Mesquez with 4, Allie Roseberry with 3, Brooklyn Murray with 3, Peyton Hollowball with 2. We'll take a short time out for the national anthem. So the national anthem is in the books. Starting lineup for Paradise Valley. Number 2, Navia Villegas, a midfielder. Number 4, Ava Starboard, a midfielder. Number 6, Ava Thomas, a defender. Number 7, Mia Acuna, a forward. Number 8, Honora Farney, a defender. Number 9, Mercedes Gallegos, a defender. Number 11, Diane Williams, a forward. Number 23, Caroline Roscoe, a midfielder. Number 26, Tori Wayful Hayes, a freshman forward. Number 27, Zoe Gurley, a defender. And in goal for the Pumas, number 28, Sherilyn Solano. On the other side for Chandler Gilbert, number 2, Peyton Hollaball. Number 5, Brooklyn Murray. Number 6, Audrey King. Number 7, Allie Roseberry. Number 9, Brinley Smith. Number 15, Olivia Waite. Number 16, Carly Cush. Number 17, Isabella Misquez. Number 19, Addie Van Tool. And number 25, Riley Kelly. And Rhea Boo will get the start between the pipes. As Mother Nature, you think this time of year things would start cooling down in Arizona. It actually feels like, well, it feels like September weather. It feels like low 90s, and you know, that point you get out here, you're out here for about 5 or 10 minutes, and you just feel the sweat building up, and you're just crying for a ban of roll-on to get you through the rest of the afternoon. Needless to say, the standings in the Division II section of Region 1, Pima 11-0-3, Phoenix College 11-0-2, Scottsdale 10-2-1, Glendale and Chandler Gilbert both 5-6-2. They met twice in the regular season. 2 draws, 2-2, a 2-2 tie, and a 1-1 tie. So that is where we are. Glendale facing Mesa, Chandler Gilbert taking on Paradise Valley. PV, a record of 2-10-1. Look, they're not going to just roll over. They're playing for pride, and they're playing to spoil the opportunity for Chandler Gilbert to potentially get into the postseason. As we get ready for this one, and a huge matchup for the ladies to be in this position after basically struggling through the early portion of the season. They just got better offensively throughout the year, and now a chance to really put their stamp on and fire away with an opportunity to punch their ticket potentially to either a berth to the D2 Region 1 playoffs or another showdown with Glendale. For this time, a third time would be the charm. Chandler Gilbert coming off a 5-0 victory over Glendale, and they got goals from Peyton Hollaball, as well as Audrey King, Allie Roseberry, Olivia Waite, and Isabella Misquez. And this one is underway. Of course, Chandler Gilbert, they are decked out tonight in the dark uniforms and the teal shorts. And now it's Misquez on the other side of the field. Isabella doing a tremendous job this year, a team leader as she tumbles on the turf. And a foul is called immediately, so Chandler Gilbert with an early opportunity off a set piece, as this one is just underway from the campus of Chandler Gilbert off Pecos and Cooper Road off the 202. So glad you can join us right here. And the sun barreling down. It's like right in your eyes, and you can only grab a glimpse of the sun before it burns your retinas. Off the set piece, a good one. And it cleared out just for a split second by the Pumas. Now they're trying to work a counter, come the other way. And Chandler Gilbert dropping their attacking back row to get in position. Of course, these two teams met earlier in the year. Chandler Gilbert holding off Paradise Valley with the 3-2 victory. PV, they're coming in with a purpose as they have the throw-in from the side. Caroline Roscoe. And Chandler Gilbert gets it right back, and they'll have the throw-in courtesy of Carly Cush, a sophomore veteran of this team. And that's going to play pivotal tonight, those veterans that have been part of this team, and that's a nice little chip down the field. Pumas, and that's a block shot right there by Chandler Gilbert. Brooklyn Murray getting in the way of that one. But an early opportunity by the Pumas, courtesy of Tori Wafel-Hayes. Shot, and that is gobbled up by Rhea Boo, a freshman getting the opportunity to put Chandler Gilbert into a potential position to either clinch a playoff spot or maybe set up another rematch against Glendale. Olivia Waite, who has been so good this year for the team. Waite, a team-high 5 goals, has been a force. And the Pumas early really taking charge and controlling the tempo. Chandler Gilbert trying to counter and get the leather going back in the other direction. And now it's Chandler Gilbert moving the other way, courtesy of Allie Roseberry, another promising freshman on this team that has really brought a lot of energy and juice. This squad has got a good nucleus next year coming back, so it's going to be a lot for Scott Smith and his team to really have some prominent role figures coming back and maybe build some pieces around, and maybe not battling for the 4 seed next year, but battling for maybe a top 4, maybe top 3 playoff position. Pumas, of course, they're decked out in the white. In goal, all decked out in pink for the Pumas, is Sherlyn Solano. Solano between the pipes this year. 63 saves and 85 attempts. Save percentage of .741. 1 shutout to her credit. So this time of year, you got to throw out records. PV 10, make that 2-10-1, 3-11-1 overall, but none of that matters. It's all about this right here. The opportunity to end strong for their season, for Chandler Gilbert to put themselves in a position to once again have a shot to play in the postseason. And you look at their division, so stacked with Pima 11-0-3, Phoenix 11-0-2, and Scottsdale 10-2-1. But it'd be a tremendous opportunity. You just never know what can happen on match day. Come out with the intensity, the ferocity needed, and all of a sudden you're potentially in a position to pull off the upset. In the 5th minute in this first half, good crowd on hand, making their way from all parts of the valley. And soon enough, the sun will set and we'll be able to see across the field accordingly. Binoculars are secured. The playback monitor is right in front of me, but so hard to see with Mother Nature baking down. That shot is fired up. Abu will take that one in. The shot from Mia Cuna, a freshman, a forward sophomore, I should say, from Millennium High School in the West Valley. Millennium Tigers, one of the strong athletic programs in the West Valley. Now it's Chandler Gilbert on the counter. Roseberry across the field, has it taken away. PV has controlled the majority of this one early. Nice little chip up the field. And a good, strong move by Tori Wafel-Hayes. And that is banged in. And just like that, it's the Pumas striking first. The little chip down the field, and Tori Wafel-Hayes knocks it in. And it's Chandler Gilbert chasing the game early as the Pumas score in the 6-minute mark of this first half. Tori Wafel-Hayes. Great connection at the 6-minute mark on a beautiful chip down the field.
Number 11.
And for Tori Wafel-Hayes, that's going to be her 3rd goal of the year. They're saying the assist on the play was by Diane Williams. So just like that, it's the visiting Pumas coming out with a purpose. They're coming out with a little bit more energy. And if Chandler Gilbert needed a wake-up call, they just got one. Pumas coming across town and playing for pride and playing the role of spoiler. And sometimes that team that's got nothing to play for, they're playing loose and just going all out. And a counter chip up the field. Chandler Gilbert trying to now get on the offensive flow of this one as Roseberry tries to track it down. Allie's right there and works it back, and now they work it back up. So glad you can join us on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Joe Pequeno on the call. Paulo Hutchison on live stream. They call a foul. It's going back the other way. Pumas working quickly. Scouring the field as their coach calls for the team to be decisive and get things going. Trying to catch Chandler Gilbert off guard. That's worked on the back end, and trying to track it down is Honora Farney, a sophomore defender, also from Millennium High School. And it's worked back to the goalkeep. Solano, who works it to her defenders, and now they'll try to control it on their attacking back row. Chandler Gilbert not pressing the defenders quite yet. Remember, this was a tight contest. PV only lost to Chandler Gilbert 3-2 earlier in the season, so not a lot separating these two teams by much on the scoreboard and not much by the standings. PV came into this one a record of 2-10-1, make that 3-11-1 overall, and they're coming off a loss to Scottsdale. And prior to that, they beat Gateway. So they have tasted victory in the last couple games, and this one is blasted over the crossbar. Another good shot by Wafel Hayes, a freshman forward who is bringing some juice for the Pumas early. Tori Wafel Hayes. Not much background on her, 2 goals. And bringing some energy for her team early and setting the standard with the goal in the 6-minute mark off the assist from Diane Williams. PV is really coming out and setting the tone, being aggressive. And Chandler Gilbert and Riley Kelly as Riley tries to track it down. And right now, Chandler Gilbert might have to start pressing the defenders a little bit and see if they can cause a turnover. Last thing Chandler Gilbert wants to do is get in the second half and be chasing the game. And for PV, it's like anything, a baseball game, a football game, a basketball game. You let that opposing team hang around. They're building some confidence, and all of a sudden, that shot is up, and that is saved by Solano. A good rip, but not enough juice on the shot. A quality rip by Brinley Smith. But finally some noise by Chandler Gilbert. And Solano with her first save in this contest. Carly Cush will throw it in. We're in the 10-minute mark from Chandler Gilbert. Knocked back down on the attacking midfield to Terilyn Roscoe. And she is being chased. A good effort by Olivia Waite. Now some bodies are bumping with Peyton Hollaball and Navia Villegas. A chip on that right side, and Roseberry trying to track it down. Now a chip inside the 18. Loose opportunity. Chandler Gilbert a step late. Now work back down, fired in the middle. Chandler Gilbert trying to clear it out, and they do. This is pushed up the field, and the defenders are up and ready. And they'll work it back to Sherlyn Solano. Solano, a goaltender from Trevor Brown High School, also in the West Valley. So the Pumas trying to shorten the game by keeping possession, working in the back row. Almost a near turnover, and they'll be content working it back to Solano, who will direct traffic. And she'll work it to her right back right there in Honora Farney, sophomore defender from Millennium. A couple players from Millennium on this roster, a couple players from Trevor Brown. The West Side highly represented in the roster makeup of Paradise Valley. Now it's at the midfield point with Mia Cuna. And once again, Wayful Hayes was making a surge, and that's knocked out of play. Wayful Hayes is tall, athletic, imposing her will a little bit in this one. She's moving a little too freely as the Pumas working it back to midfield. Isabella Misquez on the near steal. Now it's a chip and knocked away and cleared out for a split second, but right in position, Honori Farney. Zoe Gurley, Canyon View, and that is ripped to the side. Giving chase in that corner. A fierce battle, and Brooklyn Murray was right there. And that has worked, and the referee's coming over to, and they're going to rule in favor of Chandler Gilbert. So that's going to be booted out from the side. Not enough juice. Zoe Gurley coming in. Loose ball opportunity for the Pumas, and that is ripped wide. So give the Pumas a lot of credit. So far through the first 14 minutes, they have outplayed Chandler Gilbert. They're playing like a team that's in the playoff hunt, and Chandler Gilbert looks like they have to wake up from an afternoon siesta. At this point, it really comes down to sheer will. You got to want at this point. Coming on the other end, Terrelyn Roscoe. Roscoe has been very busy. Wayful Hayes right there. Wayful Hayes, and that shot is blocked. And that's knocked away for a brief second. This is chipped up the field. Olivia Waite right there. Olivia, a little header. Olivia tries to beat a defender, and she loses her balance. Ava Starboard from Liberty High. And Hollowball's right there. Substitutions coming in. Coming in for PV, Victoria Botello from Trevor Brown High School. Also in for Chandler Gilbert. Aaron Brown, a captain. Defender, midfielder.
Hey, you have to know where you're going, kid.
Referees are getting things in order. Now we're back to play.
Neve, you're playing in your
Diane Williams. Wayful Hayes shoots it across. Chipped up for a split second. Worked in the middle of the field. Brinley Smith boots it up. Giving chase is Hollowball, but also worked back down. Ava Thomas. Thomas. Cuna on that sidelines. Make that Roscoe. And they work it back down. PV just methodically just trying to control the leather. Chandler Gilbert not in a press mode yet. But PV showing enough patience to handle the leather and the poise and work it back into their offensive attacking third. And they'll retain possession on this one that's out of bounds. Now in the 16th minute of the first half. PV with a 1-0 lead. Tori Wayful Hayes at the 6-minute mark on the feed from Diane Williams. And that is where we are. Critical matchup. Chandler Gilbert trying to get this win, and they'll scoreboard watch as Glendale, with the identical same record in conference of 5-6-2, taking on Mesa tonight. Both teams, well, they faced twice in the regular season, 2 draws, 2-2 and 1-1. So if it goes to a third matchup, they play it out until someone wins. But Chandler Gilbert has to get past a stubborn PV team
Trying to get ground balls and stuff like that.
that are coming across town with a purpose. Carly Cush
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you have to get 5 or 6 outs every time.
pressed on the ball by Nevaeh Villegas.
Tori, you got to put pressure
West
in.
Point High School in Avondale. Wayful Hayes really setting the tone. Good physical play as Zoe Gurley. Pumas work it almost back to midfield. Little physical tussle as Aaron Brown
Starboard, take it to make it up.
make that. Riley Kelly will get called for the foul. So a set piece for
Pull wide. Mercy.
the Pumas. On that side of the field, it's blinding because the sun is literally right in our face. But this is blasted inside the 18, and a good save by Rhea Boo. Boo getting the start, and she works up the field and taken away by Nevaeh Villegas. Riley Kelly, good swift move. Kelly will try to work it past midfield, but intercepted by the Pumas. And that is blocked out of bounds, but the Pumas will retain possession. A summer of soccer practice, a grind of a schedule, fighting through injuries, fighting through taking on powerhouse teams in Region 2 like Pima, Phoenix, and Scottsdale. All comes down to this opportunity for Chandler Gilbert. They need a win to potentially play on. If they can't hold on and Glendale wins, Glendale seals the 4th seed. If they both win, they meet again. So both teams would both be on fumes, but they got to go right back at it. And that's what it's all about. What team has got enough in the tank to say, we've got this. And the sun is close to setting, and the lights are now on at Chandler Gilbert. Good movement by Nevaeh Villegas. Zoe Gurley worked on the back end against Addie Van Tool. And that's knocked away. That's going to roll in the corner. Villegas. And it's going to be a corner opportunity. I want to say this is the first of the game. Villegas, good shot inside the 18, and that's on top of the netting as Abu will reset. But give Villegas a lot of credit, just a little south on that shot. Wayful Hayes right there taking it away, and she boots it right past Abu. And Chandler Gilbert has to do a better job cleaning up and clearing from their back end. And they have to start moving with a purpose. Huge game, and the energy has got to pick up. Isabella Misquez with a physical bump right there against Ava Thomas. And they work it back to their attacking back row. Honora Farney has been a leader in that back end. Works it upfield. A counter goes back the other way. Chandler Gilbert just a tad slow in attacking as Olivia Waite about to check back in. Olivia has had a tremendous first year. Zoe Gurley. Gurley was trying to thread the needle to Wayful Hayes and picked away by Addie Van Tool. Riley Kelly. Riley, a good containing move and works it back to her back row, but it's the Pumas, and Wayful Hayes almost coming in and charging, and all she had to do potentially was beat Carly Cush and she would have had a one-on-one situation with Abu. So far, it's been a quiet outing in the pipes for Sherlyn Solano, freshman goalkeeper. Zoe Gurley, and that's knocked away. Pumas with some good energy on their bench, rooting their teammates on, and rightfully so. This is their season. This is their Super Bowl. They come here today and pull off a win, we'll talk about this one forever. Right now, Chandler Gilbert, a lot of looking and not playing. And that's disappointing to see at this point. It should be all out on the leather, all out, body on body. Stakes can't be any higher. And you know, Scott, Coach Smith, and the coaching staff told them as so. Abu will come up, and almost a good threading pass from Vajegas to Wafel Hayes. Abu will boot that up, and right there waiting is Terlin Roscoe. And this is going to work the back the other way as Roscoe is going to track it down. And once again, it's the Pumas, their midfield and back row, finding a way to control the leather. And they're content with the 1-0 lead. Of course, they want to add to it, but if they can maintain possession and get to the half of the 1-0 lead, they've done their job. We'll take a short water break. It's 1-0 Pumas off the Tori Wafel Hayes on the assist from Diane Williams. More to come from Chandler Gilbert. It's essentially win or go home potentially for Chandler Gilbert right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. So these two teams met back on September 13th with the Coyotes getting the 3-2 win. Coyotes getting goals from Isabella Misquez, a pair from Brooklyn Murray, Riley Kelly on the assist to Misquez, Brinley Smith with a pair of assists. Carly Quinones scored the first goal of the game, and then to cut it to one, it was Mia Areola, unassisted. Now they meet again, stakes so high for the Coyotes. Paradise Valley making the trip across town with one purpose and one purpose only: to come and get an opportunity to end their season strong. Both teams back on the field after a little agua fria break. And we are back to live action. And right now the Coyotes have got to dig deep, chasing the game, and can't be crying about anything whatsoever. They just need to go and get after it. PV starts this fresh off the water break, how they pretty much started the game, in control of the leather. And that is chipped, and Wafel Hayes was looking for And that shot is up. Abu knocks it down. Ball is loose and knocked away by Carly Cush. And once again, the Coyotes escaping danger. Abu with a strong save, and Carly in the right place at the right time. Throw in. Terrell Roscoe. Roscoe works it in the middle. Knocked over, opportunity, and that's going to be busted far and wide by Diane Williams, who assisted on the first goal. Coming in is Cassandra Flanagan from Liberty High School. And Zoe Gurley with some good minutes for the team is stepping out. 1-0. The visitors from North Central Phoenix on the east side of the 51. A team with a record of 3-11-1 overall. Team that has allowed 55 goals. They've scored 15. Chandler Gilbert scored 22. They've allowed 35. None of that matters now. The only thing that matters is the final score when this one ticks off. And, of course, we'll be scoreboard watching as well. If we can get a halftime score from the Glendale game, of course, we will deliver it. Wafel Hayes. Tori Wafel Hayes scored the first goal. Fires, and not enough juice on that. As Rhea Boo will let it roll past her. So a clear opportunity for the Coyotes to work the leather back the other way. Now it's up to the Coyotes to potentially win some one-on-one 50-50 battles, which they haven't done so far. The attacking back row of Paradise Valley has essentially been playing in midfield the whole time, as if they are the superior team, as if they are in control, and they have been. They've been playing with a purpose. They've been playing with an edge, and that's booted up the field. And Chandler Gilbert, no one giving chase, which allows PV to reset. Working up the field to Ava Thomas, and Thomas up the field to Diane Williams. Williams very active. Now that's pushed across. Wafel Hayes in the general vicinity, as well as Addie Van Tile, who knocks it over. Terlin Roscoe, very busy. Finds her teammate Nevaeh Villegas out of bounds. And the Pumas will dump it in that corner. Aaron Brown will just knock it away. Now the sun has officially decided to set out west, and we can actually see the field. Lights are on. Now the gorgeous temperatures are about to take place. Knocked across. Abu can't handle it. Point blank, and that is in. And PV scores again. The Pumas off the cross, and they bang it home. A 2-0 advantage, and look like, as we take a look at the replay on the goal, looks like that was Mercedes Gallegos. And we are getting a correction on that. That was Tori.
Number 9 on the goal, 26 on the assist.
It was Mercedes Gallegos and Tori Wafel Hayes. So we got it right the first time. So Wafel Hayes already a goal and assist. And Mercedes Gallegos. Banging it home. Tori Wafel Hayes on the assist. So a very active first half for Wafel Hayes. Coming at the 32-minute mark in the first half. Finally, Coyotes with a little life on the attack. So far, they have been pretty quiet. Olivia White, opportunity. Olivia has it taken away. Roscoe, who's had a really good first half, to Vajegas. Vajegas, a good quick move, and that's knocked out of bounds by Aaron Brown. Vajegas, as Diane Williams takes a tumble. A conversation as Diane Williams got up, and Diane Williams will get a yellow card. So our first card of the day. Diane Williams gets dialed up with the yellow card at the
Hey, be smart. Come on. Stay in it mentally, Diane. We need you here. Come on.
27-minute mark. So now tempers are starting to flare, and both teams really comes down to composure. As Mesquez took a little physical touch from Ava's starboard. Vajegas, Carly Cush tries to work it the other way, and right now just Chandler Gilbert doesn't have any offensive attack. Almost as if the team is just playing in quicksand and doesn't really know the stakes of this one. And that's kind of disappointing. They worked so hard to get this point to be in a position to potentially get a playoff spot, and right now their offense is non-existent. Now chasing 2-0. PV. Momentum, possession, time, and they'll methodically just trying to work it up the field. Aaron Brown will steal that. Looks like that was Brooklyn, Allie Roseberry, that is, on the other side of the field. Opportunity, Chandler Gilbert and Brindley Smith. Brindley has it taken away. Work to the sidelines, and now the attacking back row of PV will try to clear it. Chandler Gilbert holds it for a split second, and the Pumas get a chip, and Allie Roseberry's there. And right there is Riley Kelly as PV on the counter. And PV making noise yet again. Vajegas works that right side, and Wayful Hayes, who's been wayfully wonderful in this first half for PV. She's been the best player on the field, been everywhere, coming with a purpose. But she looks like a D1 soccer player. Athletic, tall, making plays, hustling, playing like she wants to be in the postseason. And that's all you really want to see from a PV team that hasn't had a lot of to cheer about, and that is knocked right into a boo. The shot, a blistering run, but a boo was there. And the shot on goal by Cassandra Flanagan.
Move the ball around, please.
Shots definitely in favor of PV. Mesquez works up the field. Riley Kelly tries to split a defender, and that's work right back to Solano. Solano will work it to the right side. Kelly giving chase. Work toward the sidelines. PV doing a tremendous job of maintaining possession. Victoria Botello works it back down. Now the Pumas go to the other side of the field. And Terrelyn Roscoe has been great in this first half, as well as Nevaeh Vajegas. Can't stress enough about the defenders and midfielders of the Pumas really controlling the pace and working it to their thoroughbred in Wayful Hayes. And Wayful Hayes, a nice strong move. Now they try to center it, and that shot is going to be blocked. Wayful Hayes and Olivia White has to come in from her forward position. And Mesquez and the Pumas once again control it. Winding down at 13 minutes left in this first half. Wayful Hayes. And Abu scoops it up right in front of Wayful Hayes, was giving big time chase. Mia Cuna about to check in, as well as Carly Quinones from Glendale High School. Ladies hearing their names being called on the live stream with big smiles on their faces. Let's say hi to their families out there. Mr. and Mrs. Acuna, hello. Mr. and Mrs. Quinones, hello. In your parts of the world. Your ladies, the Pumas, are representing with a 2-0 lead. And so far, they're looking like the better team. Misquez takes the tussle, and she gets the foul call. And that foul will go against Ava Thomas. No yellow card, just some physical play. And right now, Chandler Gilbert has to stop complaining about physicality and just start playing harder and make things happen, because their season is literally depending on this contest. Set piece. And Addie Van Tool will have an opportunity. And Addie blasts that one through the right side, and fortunately no one's there. No one was moving toward the leather. It's kind of the problem. If you're going to hit the ball, your team has to like ascend on that leather and then make a strong move from there. And right now, coming off for the Pumas, Tori Wayful Hayes, who's had a dynamic first half. And that's a good sign for Chandler Gilbert that she's off the field. As we talked about, Carolee Quinones, who's had a really strong year with 3 goals and 4 assists, a freshman from Glendale High. And that's an opportunity for the Pumas. One-on-one, the shot is up, and Abu knocks it away, denying Cassandra Flanagan. Flanagan had a good look, and Abu puts a paw on it, knocks it away. Pumas literally inches away from going up 3-0. But it's going to be a corner for the Pumas and a chance to blast it away in that corner. It's going to be Ava Starboard from Liberty High. Starboard, and that's going to be out of play. So the Coyotes survived that offensive threat, and it was a good one by the Pumas. Winding down to under 10 minutes in the first half. This is the first of 2. We have the boys coming up after this. And just a matter of time before the softball team is on the field. And we've got lights on at Chandler Gilbert this year. So the ladies will play underneath the lights, a historic first. Can't wait to call that one, that first historic night game on the campus of Chandler Gilbert. Ladies have waited their opportunities to play some night games here, and they're going to get it this year. And the softball field is literally just right down the way, about a couple hundred yards or so. This one booted up. Abu will take it in. But another good attacking moment by the Pumas. Abu will boot it up. Not cleared good enough as Acuna chips it up. Abu will track it, and once again, can't stress enough, the Pumas are really pressing Acuna, and this is going to be knocked out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Pumas. Hollaball will work it up. Olivia Waite hasn't had many opportunities. Olivia with a body on her immediately. Riley Kelly's there. Riley on a good pass, and they're going to say the offsides on Misquez. And that was a good attacking moment But Mesquez just way ahead of the leather. Roscoe on the throw-in. Worked back down. Turn on Roscoe. And Abu will come up and giving chase. Cassandra Flanagan. And Flanagan has had a strong first half. Couple shots on goal. And right now the shots are in favor. Riley Kelly with a good move. Riley Kelly works it over to Olivia Waite. Olivia, middle of the field. Olivia works that left side. Coming up strong. Audrey King. Audrey turning the corner. Audrey shoots and just wide of the near post. But a good attacking moment and finally some life on the Coyote side. With the sun setting here at Chandler Gilbert, and the last thing the Coyotes want is the sun to set on their season. Of course, identical conference records at 5-6-2 with Glendale. Glendale taking on Mesa. We'll try to give you an update on that matchup at the half. Pumas coming across town with a purpose. They beat Gateway a couple games ago and then lost to Scottsdale. Mesquez will fire it up. Mesquez, and that shot is knocked down. What a save by Sherlyn Solano. Denying Mesquez. Solano all out, knocking it down and keeping the Coyotes off the board. But Mesquez with a quality spike. But Solano with a tremendous save.
You're shooting it, Peyton. No, you're good.
Coyotes. Corner kick. That one inside the 18, but knocked away. Aaron Brown tried to head it. Good work by Peyton Hollaball. Peyton keeps it alive. That's blasted. Knocked away. Ping-ponging back and forth. And it's PV. Cassandra Flanagan. And Addie Van Tool is there to knock it back. Aaron Brown chips it up. Worked on the other side of the field. Mesquez in the general vicinity. Mesquez going to have to outwork and out-hustle this PV attacking back row that's come to play. Olivia Waite. Waite. 50-50 opportunity. Mesquez works it to the middle of the field. Good hustle play by Mila Acuna. Make that Mia Acuna. Now the Coyotes are starting to press the attacking back row of PV. Chipped up the field. Knocked away by Aaron Brown. Under 5 minutes left in this first half. So glad you can join us on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. Joe Pequeno on the call. Paulo Hutchison on the live stream. The stakes are simple. Monday Night Madness. Coyotes, they win. Glendale wins. They play a playoff game for the right for the 4th seed. If they both, now it's Riley Kelly. Kelly an opportunity. Riley Kelly fires right into Solano. Solano another save. Sherlyn Solano, the sophomore from Canyon View High School. All decked out in pink, coming up with another beautiful stop and keeping the Coyotes off the board. Riley just had to work that just a little bit left or right, and that might have been in the back of the net. Instead, it was a point-blank look at Sherlyn Solano, who brings it in. Riley Kelly. Coyotes now starting to put some pressure on Sherlyn Solano. Coyotes starting to win some one-on-one battles. Can they start wearing down this Pumas team that came out with so much energy? Brinley Smith. Riley Kelly giving chase. A little battle ensues. Riley wins that battle. And Riley could not keep it alive, but a great hustle play by Riley. As Ava Thomas from Mountain Ridge High School took a little bit of a tumble, but she picks herself up. Carolee Quinones working against Hollaball. Riley Kelly takes it away. Kelly on the cross. Opportunity, this fired up, and Solano with another save. And the shot by the Coyotes. A good attacking moment. Audrey King fires a shot. The shots are piling up for Chandler Gilbert. They have really started to dominate these last 10 minutes as Zoe Gurley as well as Tori Wafel Hayes about to check back in. PV making some key substitutions, bringing in their star power as Carolee Quinones checking back out, as well as Cassandra Flanagan, and Flanagan has been outstanding. Freshman midfielder from Liberty High School, played for the Lions, and she has been outstanding. She has another gear, and she is bringing it. Riley Kelly, 50-50 battle. Working against Roscoe, and Kelly winning that battle. No, the sweet move by Riley Kelly, the product of Seton High. Olivia White is there. Now it's Kelly with some physicality. Coyotes now pushing and making some noise, refusing just to go down quietly in the night. Kept alive, White. Cross, and that's worked into Solano, and Solano picks it up as Olivia White was charging hard. Aaron Brown, Riley Kelly. Mesquez will fire it, and right into Solano with the easy look. To beat Sherilyn Solano, you're going to have to make her move. Can't keep her point blank. It's got to be east or west, and she's already shown she can move to her left, knock down a shot, keeping the Coyotes off the board. Coyotes have really dominated the last 10 minutes of this first half after being non-existent for the first 30 or so. Time winding down. 30 seconds left, and now it's Tori Wafel Hayes on the back end. Wafel Hayes gets a shot off, and that's going to be a goal kick for Chandler Gilbert. 18 seconds and counting. Coyotes going to be trailing by 2, and a lot to talk about with their season on the line.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And the seconds are ticked off with a very authoritative voice. And that's one of our softball stars doing the justice on the mic. Chandler Gilbert down 2-0. We'll take a short timeout from the campus of Chandler Gilbert. The ladies trailing the Pumas, and they got some work to do in this second half. And we're about to start the second half with PB with a 2-0 lead over Chandler Gilbert. They got a goal in the first 6 minutes. Dan Williams feeding Tori Wafel Hayes. And then it was Mercedes Gallegos in the 32-minute mark from Tori Wafel Hayes. So she has been all over the place. Now the Coyotes with an uphill battle. They dominated the last 10 minutes, but the first 30 minutes, they were non-existent offensively. Almost no sense of urgency. Now they have to step up with their season on the line. The stakes, they are currently tied with Glendale for the 4th playoff position at 5-6-2. Identical records. They met twice in the regular season, 2 draws, 2-2, and 1-1. Glendale taking on Mesa. We're trying to get a score for you there. I have a text into their sports information director, Dylan DeGlatter, who's amazing. So we will try to get that, and once we do, we will give you an update accordingly. But right now, Chandler Gilbert's got 45 minutes to get things in order. They dominated the last 10 minutes or so of the first half. Now can they dominate the second half and pull off the comeback? They're going to be going from right to left on your screen, decked out in the teal and the black jerseys. PV on the other side with the white jerseys and the blue striping. Coming across town, Pumas with nothing to play for except for pride and looking to end strong and get some payback over Chandler Gilbert, a squad they lost to 3-2 earlier in the year. Pumas led by first-year coach Ernie Santa Cruz, was named the head coach in February. He's coached at several club and high school programs throughout the Valley while also working at the director level for multiple clubs. He's currently the director of coaching and college recruitment for the Arizona Storm FC and the Verado High School girls varsity head coach. And Dylan DeVliger has just dialed in, and we are checking to get a score, and we have a player down for Chandler Gilbert. We'll see if we can get a, looks like that could be Addie Van Tile. Nope, that is not Addie. Actually, that is Addie being helped up. She's on her feet, which is a good thing. And now between the pipes, now taking over is Kaylee Henderson. Coyotes now going to their ace between the pipes. Now they have to ace up and put a couple in the back of the net. Solano has been dynamic for PV between the pipes. She's taken some good looks. Now it's Coyotes full throttle the other way. They need to, and they got to lock it up defensively. Chipped across and knocked into the hands of Solano. Right there was Olivia Waite. Now it's Pumas coming up the other way. We are trying to get a score from the Glendale game. As soon as we get that, we will pass along. Glendale wins, Chandler Gilbert loses, they're the 4th seed. If Glendale and Chandler Gilbert both win, they play a playoff game. That could come as early as tomorrow. So both teams on fumes, doesn't matter. This time of year, you get up and get after it. And no excuses. Audrey King picking herself up off the turf. Riley Kelly. Kelly in the middle of the field. Riley trying to split a couple defenders. Riley. And it gets dumped back down. Shot is up. And that will be over the crossbar, but a good quality rip by the Coyotes. And Audrey King fired a good stroke, just a little too deep. But good noise And Riley Kelly, the facilitator, who just worked it back down to Audrey King. With the night comes the Mosquitoes. They're out in force. Kelly giving chase on that sidelines. And it's going to go the other way. Winding down to 41 minutes left in this contest. Gorgeous night for soccer. An early start time, 5 o'clock. Coming up after this, it'll be the men taking center stage. Hector Brasino and the Coyotes looking for their second win of the year against the Pumas. But first, it's both ladies' sides trying to end with a victory. And for Chandler Gilbert, it's a way to prolong their season. For PV, they get some payback after the 3-2 loss earlier in the year. King, middle of the field. Intercepted by Quinones. Worked back down. Mercedes Gallegos scored the second goal of the game.
Thomas, can you drop for her?
Pumas just controlling it methodically.
Thomas, drop for her.
Now they work it to the right side. Gallegos. Gallegos tries to work it up to Zoe Gurley. A little bumping and grinding. And they're going to call the foul. And Brooklyn Murray having a conversation with the center ref. And they're going to give Zoe Gurley a yellow card.
Are you going to make the decision, sir? Or are you going to let the players dictate it? Come on.
And that was a kind of a late yellow card given by the center ref to Zoe Gurley. So it's 2 yellow cards for PV. Diane Williams had the other one. We play on. And the Pumas blocking out the distraction of drawing a yellow. They're just controlling it on their attacking back row, which they've done a nice job. Chandler Gilbert, Audrey King intercepting it for a split second. And a battle on that sidelines. Riley Kelly trying to get up the field, and Riley full force. Riley right-hand side. Riley shot is up and right into Solano, who knocks it down. Once again, Sherlyn Solano. Big time pause and a protector between the pipes. She comes up big yet again. Kelly with a good look, a good strong look. But it's going to set up a corner for the Coyotes.
We got to go first to the ball, ladies.
Corner's blasted. Header. Shot is up and knocked away. Loose ball up front, and the Pumas do enough. Zoe Gurley in a bump and battle against Peyton Hollaball. Gurley taken away by Aaron Brown as Hollaball has to pick herself up. Booted up the field. Addie Bantile coming up. Hollaball, right side. Tries to work it to Misquez. And it's the Pumas getting a lot of space to work with. They almost thread the needle. Misquez at midfield, hoping to get an opportunity as Riley Kelly has really picked up her game. And the Coyotes collectively have got to follow suit. Good hustle by Carolee Quinones. Keeps it alive for the Pumas. Quinones working that corner. And that's going to be worked out of bounds, and the Coyotes will get the ball back. Winding down to 37 minutes left in this one. Pumas scored in the first 6 minutes. Diane Williams feeding Tori Wafel-Hayes, and then it was Wafel-Hayes feeding Mercedes Gallegos at the 32-minute mark. And that is where we are. The sun is set, the lights are on, gorgeous night. We just had to get past the first 20 minutes or so where the sun was just beaming down in our face. Coyotes get the call. Now some of their midfielders start working their way to the other side of the field. Really comes down to sheer effort at this point. Coyotes down 2, chasing the game. Bodies collide, a couple bodies crashing. Coyotes take it away. Work it to Allie Roseberry. Roseberry bumping. Kept alive by Quinones. Quinones laughs off the physicality. Gonna like that. And now we're gonna have a conversation or a stoppage in play as a player for the Pumas looks like she's banged up, might need some tape. We'll take a look. And it looks like that's number 23, Terlin Roscoe, who's had an outstanding contest so far in this one. She's been all over the field and a good facilitator, working the ball from the attacking back row up to the mids and up to the forwards. Honora Farney back in the game. 36 and change. We are trying to get a score in the Glendale game. If we get that, we will pass along. The men are coming up next. A doubleheader night of soccer at Chandler Gilbert. Farney. Farney, a lot of room on that right-hand side. She'll chip it up. Oh, almost a perfect connection. Zoe Gurley's right there. Gurley, a couple of good moves. Has it knocked away. Good hustle. Puma's just working harder right now. And that was a moment right there that pretty much symbolizes this match, is that Pumas outworked Chandler Gilbert in that first half for the first 30 minutes. Chandler Gilbert finally got their offense going and dominated the last 10 minutes, but couldn't get past Solano. And now it's Zoe Gurley with a nice move. Gurley chips across. And Kaylee Henderson right in front of Wafel-Hayes. Wafel-Hayes was coming full force, looking for a potential header or a short little kick inside the 6 for the potential third goal. Misquez gets knocked down. Misquez has a look of frustration as she gets knocked down by Ava Starboard, but you know, it's one of those things at this point, you got to keep playing. Misquez, and now another yellow card has come out. And now we got conversations going on both sides.
Who cares? I'm not even talking to you.
Now a set piece. A set piece for Chandler Gilbert. Addie Van Tool. And now the referees are going to have a conversation. Some heated words being exchanged as Ernie Santa Cruz came way out of his area, the head coach of PV. And now the center ref will have a conversation. And the head coach of PV just got a yellow card. So the yellow cards are piling up. Now it's, can Chandler Gilbert capitalize off the set piece? Addie will have a good look But can the Coyotes slip it past Solano, who's been great? Addy fires it up. This one strong. Solano right there playing center field and scoops it up. Now the physicality really starting to pick up between these two teams. And this would be a good time for the refs to call a timeout and let these two teams kind of regroup mentally for a split second. The referees have to control the match, and right now they're not doing a good job of it. All they got to do, and now another yellow card has come out. And right now, if you're the referees, just call a timeout, let both sides go to both sides. So it looks like
Guys, we don't need to say anything.
both sides got a yellow card. So the head coach of PV picked up a yellow. Now another yellow card was given out. Ernie Santa Cruz picked that one up, and might have been dual yellow cards on both ends. Big thing now for the Coyotes. Got to outplay Paradise Valley. And now we have a stoppage in play.
Audrey, shut up.
Did he stop it? Did he stop it?
And the Coyotes coaching staff having a conversation with their players, trying to control their temperaments. Looks like Isabella Misquez is having a conversation with the center ref. So right now, Coyotes and PV. A lot of physicality, but you know, the bottom line, in a game like this, you're down by 2. You cannot let your temperament affect your play. A little bumping and grinding, you got to expect it. Soccer. Go out there and win the one-on-one battles and win the game. Carly Cush works it to Allie Roseberry. Nice move by Allie. Allie. And Allie takes a tumble. And now a lot of talking by Chandler Gilbert. And now the Coyotes coaching staff reinforcing everything I'm saying. Stop talking, play the game, play the match. Addy boosts one. That works inside the 18. Misquez takes a tumble. Brooklyn Murray. Addy and Aaron Brown giving chase. Addy knocks it away. It's going to be PV ball. Diane Williams will throw it in. Brinley Smith checking in. Also checking in, Cassandra Flanagan. Flanagan had a great first half. Fast, active, really good on the 50-50 balls. Some good shots on net. This PV team, what are they playing for? Playing for pride. Trying to avenge a 3-2 loss to Chandler Gilbert earlier in the year. Quinones on the cross. Oh, a good cross. And this one booted from the left side, and that's going to sky over the crossbar and the back netting as well. But a good attacking moment. PV trying to add to that 2-0 lead. And we might have an update on the Glendale game as my phone not going off quite yet. Under 31 minutes left. Coyotes down 2. Little chip. Kaylee Henderson coming out of the 6, beating Zoe Gurley. And Henderson with a good boot. Flanagan works it up that right side. Carly Quinones, 3 goals on the season. Chips it down. And the little chip across. Booted away for a split second. Carly Cush up to Brindley. Brindley. Olivia Waite. Good hustle by Flanagan, who's been impactful in this first half. Quinones stays on her feet. Quinones. Zoe Gurley down in the blocks. Gurley taken away by the Coyotes. More physicality. Bodies are connecting. They play on. And the big thing in that sequence is the good hustle by Flanagan. Just getting back on her feet and going after the ball. And that's what the Coyotes need to do. Stop complaining and just play. Holly Roseberry surveying the field. And she'll dump it down, looking for Brindley to chase. And PV liking the outlook of this one. With a 2-0 lead, 29 minutes left. Also coming back in, Victoria Botello. Pride of Trevor Brown as Quinones will get a breather. Coyotes do not have a lot of healthy bodies, so they're getting a lot of minutes from only a handful of players. So right now they have to dig deep in the tank. On the other side, Wayful Hayes has it blocked. It'll be a throw-in for the Pumas. Pumas team coming off a loss to Scottsdale, and then they won their match before that. As we look at, they were coming off a 5-1 loss to Scottsdale, and then before that they blanked Gateway 3-0. So they have a little momentum. There's no shame in losing to Scottsdale, a team with a record of 10-2-1. Scottsdale 8-1-1 in their last 10. You look at the top three. Phoenix College 8-1-1 in their last 10. Pima 7-0-3 in their last 10. Henderson coming up, and that one just bounces over her head, and luckily it was to the side of the near post. This guy's coming in. Carly Cush coming out. Winding down at 27 minutes left in this contest. So glad he can join us. Chandler Gilbert. Regular season finale, a makeup contest. They are tied with Glendale for the fourth and final playoff spot. 5-6-2. Glendale taking on Mesa. Glendale wins, Coyotes lose. Glendale, the Gauchos solidify the fourth spot. Vice versa, if Chandler Gilbert can come back and win this match and Glendale loses to Mesa. If they finish tied, they'll play a playoff game tomorrow, or roughly in the next 24 to 48. Worked out in front. Pumas keeping it alive. They get a blast, a shot that goes nuclear. It hits off the back iron post, holding up the netting behind the goal. 26 and change. Zoe Gurley. And Brooklyn Murray just knocks it away. Coyotes don't have a lot of bodies to rotate in. They are thin. Tori Wayful Hayes. Wayful Hayes fires it up, and that is over the crossbar. Wayful Hayes, a good look on that outside. She is fresh, and she is providing a lot of juice for her team. Now in Kaylee Henderson, now in goal after Rhea Boo started the first half for the Coyotes. Cassandra Flanagan. Misquez up the field. Olivia White. PV does a tremendous job. Olivia White, opportunity that rolls right into Solano. Coyotes needed a split second more. Misquez trying to track down Diane Williams. Tori Wafel Hayes trying to turn the corner. Addie is there. Isabella Misquez staying on her feet. And they're going to say it's going to go the other way. Victoria Botello holding her own. 5'5" freshman from Trevor G. Brown. Botello with a good rip. Headed by Aaron Brown. Brenly Smith. Riley Kelly, right side. Riley bringing the juice. Riley, right side, fires, knocked away. Ava Thomas on the deflection for the Pumas. And it's going to be Coyotes' ball as it rolls out of bounds. 24 minutes left in this one. Coming up after this, the boys will take center stage. The men looking for their second win as the Pumas looking to make some noise on the road. So glad you can join us right here on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. We are on the cusp of basketball season. Of course, the volleyball team with a big matchup. Shot is up and scooped up by Solano. Wednesday, a big matchup for the volleyball team as they take on Pima. Chandler Gilbert's already won the first matchup, so if they finish tied, Coyotes would have the head-to-head advantage. That would give them the potential fourth spot for the playoffs. That would lock them in. And then from there, they would take on top seed Mesa in the first round, and that would be Thursday, November 5th. Time would be roughly 7 p.m. Throw in by Flanagan. Knocked away by Brooklyn Murray. And we got a timeout, water break. Coyotes, 22 minutes and 42 seconds, chasing a 2-0 deficit. They'll talk things through, and so will we. We'll have more from Chandler Gilbert coming up on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network. So as of now, we do not have an update in the Glendale game against Mesa. We'll see if we can get that to you in the course of the men's contest that will follow this one shortly after. Right now, it's the ladies, Chandler Gilbert, trailing the visiting Pumas by the count of 2-0. Tori Wafel-Hayes scored in the first 6 minutes off the assist from Diane Williams, and then it was Mercedes Gallegos off the feed from Wafel-Hayes at the 32-minute mark that made it 2-0, and that is where we are. Misquez works it over right side. Coyotes trying to keep it alive just outside the 18, and Misquez has got to play the ball. Right now, she's too busy working the referees, looking for a call every other time. And that's when you're trailing by 2, you have to be working the leather and your opponent, not crying for a call every time you get bumped. Soccer, guess what? Game's physical. Got to play it. And on the other side, PV coming with a purpose. Diane Williams making a little noise, as it'll be a goal kick for the Coyotes. And it's going to be Annie who's going to bust it out of the box. Taken away by Botello. Good aggressive move by Allie Roseberry, middle of the field. Taken away just outside midfield. Pumas with a counter. Mia Acuna. Acuna stays on her feet. Acuna tries to split a couple defenders. Still alive. Shot is up. Henderson with the big paw knocks it away. Roseberry clears it out. Acuna. But a good hustling effort by Acuna, and Henderson might have just saved the Coyotes season with that diving stop. A tremendous effort. And now you can hear the PV's men's soccer team just a little out of the distance on that right side, rooting on their ladies. And they got 20 minutes to kill and then some. Flanagan, who's been great in this one, and now Chandler Gilbert has to start pressing the leather. They got no choice. They got to force a turnover and a good opportunity. Booted up the field. Right there is Botello. Botello, who's played a strong contest here. And Diane Williams. Assist to start this one. Williams boots it across. The cross. Wafel-Hayes worked back down to Diane Williams. Hollowball giving chase. Williams, cross. Van Tile's there. Addy will work it up. Misquez. Misquez takes a tumble as Flanagan over the top. 19 minutes. And the Coyotes are pleading. Their coaching staff is pleading for the frontline players to get in attacking formation. At this point, should be a given. Got to understand where you are. Misquez and Olivia Waite trying to work a couple defenders. Riley Kelly. Kelly with the shot. Right into Solano. And Solano yet again coming up with save after save after save. That one, a more easy version off the foot of Riley Kelly. Under 19 minutes left. Coyotes, all the pressure is on them. Carly Cush giving chase. Coyotes with the throw-in. Botello thought it was going the other way. Instead, it is PV Leather. Substitutions, Audrey King coming in for the Coyotes, as well as Mercedes Gallegos, who scored the second goal in this one. Gallegos on the throw-in. We'll work it down to Victoria Botello. Botello has had a good amount of quality minutes for her team. Under 18 minutes left. We are trying to find the score in various locations. Paulo Hutchison is doing his best in the truck. Paul Hutchison bringing the big white truck of production value. This time, he doesn't have his production assistant. Lenny decided to do his own thing. Lenny, the unofficial Chandler Gilbert Dalmatian mascot, hanging out with his love of his life, Audrey Hutchison, who's his favorite within the family. When Audrey's in town, and that shot is right into the paws of Henderson. When Audrey's in town, Lenny is all about Audrey.
That's gotta be a card.
And Riley Kelly hits the turf.
Sorry, hey, when we're here, back post.
And
Right? Hey, when we're
looks
here,
like
back
there
post.
is a yellow card that's come out.
Get away, but you're too narrow, right?
And the yellow card
That's from behind.
coming out against number 7. That's Mia Kuna. So we've had all kinds of cards. Mia Acuna, Diane Williams, Zoe Gurley, Ernie Santa Cruz has also gotten one, the head coach of PV. Chandler Gilbert has also picked up a yellow card. Can't place the name, apologize on that. We do our best to try to dial it all in. That's one thing about soccer, you just wish there was a little bit more information passed from the center ref directly to the scorer's table. Love the game, but you just wish that was a little bit more common knowledge. Coyotes winding down to 16 minutes left. Men's game coming up shortly after.
Continuing with walking directions. Proceed to the route.
And for some reason, the GPS on my phone is on and having a sidebar conversation with me. And it's not discussing soccer whatsoever. If I was going to ask my AI chat GBT a question, it wouldn't be about directional information on how to get home. Last I checked, I know Chandler pretty well. Brooklyn Murray works that up to Misquez. Paul Hutchison chiming in with his own comments from the truck. If we get a stoppage in play, we'll see if we can get maybe a friendly visitor from another planet making a trek to Chandler Gilbert. We see him as Seton Catholic all the time. The truth is out there. Will the truth be here? Ball's being worked to the sideline. Botello, and that's a big physical move by Allie Roseberry. And if there was a yellow card that deserved to come out, that deserved a yellow card right there. And the refs blew that off. And, you know, that wasn't even close. And that was a hard physical play, and Roseberry just planted her on her feet. So 14 and change. Knocked out of bounds by PV. Take another look. We have it right there. Roseberry. Boom. Tough acting Tenactin right there. That's a break out the Motrin moment for the physicality. Paulo Hutchison providing the good visuals. As well, Misquez working that sidelines. Misquez has it taken away. A couple defenders getting back. Good work by Honori Farney. Make that Honora Farney right there. And Botello, who has provided some good minutes off the bench. And Diane Williams has been great in this match. She's been a bolt of energy from the opening minute. And Olivia Waite about to check back in. Carly Cush works it to Roseberry. Now that is knocked away. Coyotes will have a throw-in. Allie Roseberry will check out. Olivia Waite will check in. Audrey King will throw it in. King will dump it into Brinley Smith. Some physicality, getting a little shoving from Ava Starboard. And King deflected out of bounds by Starboard. Coyotes keeping it alive as they wind down to 13 minutes. Of course, they win. They keep their postseason hopes alive. If Glendale wins, Coyotes lose, Glendale clinches the 4th spot. If they both lose, they play a playoff game. This shot is up. Another shot, and that's deflected twice by Riley Kelly. Kelly giving a couple good boots, and the defenders of the Pumas right there. Now it's Tori Wafel-Hayes in that general vicinity. Aaron Brown boots it up. Brinley Smith right there. Coyotes trying to keep it alive and get it back. Carly Cush works it over to Mesquez. Mesquez getting tracked by Mercedes Gallegos. Mesquez fires, and that's going to be wide of the near post. A good attacking moment. Now the Coyotes just have to put shots on goal. Under 12 minutes left. Coyotes trailing by 2. And Tori Wafel-Hayes. Not a lot of information on her, but a talented player. Boots that one up to midfield, and Aaron Brown knocks it the other way. Great job by Aaron Brown. Audrey King putting pressure on the leather. And that is what the Coyotes have to do. A slight deflection that is. Hollow ball on the back end. Wafel-Hayes now coming up on the other end. Van Tile works it up, almost to midfield. Booted up, good strong move by Riley Kelly. Riley Kelly. And a physical battle on the other side. Coyotes with a throw-in. Kelly will throw it in. Loose ball, and that's punched up, and another throw-in for Chandler Gilbert. Solano has been great between the pipes for PV. A lot of point-blank looks, and one time she had to outstretch and came up big. She's been a dominator between the pipes. Coyotes were dominated for the first 30 minutes of the first half and really turned it on. But Solano was even better. And this one has been kind of a back and forth as this one sails over the goal. And a chance to clear for the Pumas. Under 10 minutes left. Chance to clear for the Pumas. And they're gladly going to take their time. And it's booted up. Mesquez and Olivia White. Olivia trucking to her right side. Riley Kelly over there as well. Kelly gets the ball back. A little physical move. Works it over. Carly Cush in that middle. Kelly in a 50-50 battle. Addie Van Tile works it up and chip back the other way. Coyotes doing a nice job controlling, but they need some shots inside the 18. Botello tracking up the field on that right-hand side. Brooklyn Murray getting back. Oh, and almost a near-perfect connection for Tori Wafel-Hayes, who was coming up strong. Just cannot control the leather on the connection. But PV trying to hold on for dear life and pick up their 4th win of the season and 3rd in league. Chandler Gilbert needs all kinds of momentum to try to bring a comeback there. And that was almost a great connection from Diane Williams to Tori Wayful Hayes. Diane Williams has been exceptional in this match. 1 goal on the season, no assists, but she's got a high engine. Good looking player. And Wayful Hayes has been outstanding in this one. 50-50 battle. Misquez. And it's worked back down to Mercedes Gallegos. Coming up, Audrey King. And once again, the Coyotes making too much noise with the referees. Coyotes doing too much talking and not enough playing, especially with time winding down. It's going to be a learning moment for this team after this one for sure. Allie Roseberry about to check back in. Audrey King surveying the field. Carly Cush and King. A misfire. And Audrey try to chip it down. Riley Kelly on the other side. Allie Roseberry as well as the friendly Carly Quinones about to check back in. Carly with 3 goals on the season has played a really strong match. Set piece for Paradise Valley. And all they want to do is clear it out of their back end. Coyotes. Misquez, middle of the field. Misquez, opportunity. Olivia Waite, and Olivia Waite bangs it home, and the Coyotes have cut the lead to 1. Misquez and Olivia Waite, and the Coyotes have life with under 6 minutes left. The star power of the Coyotes coming up big. Misquez to Waite, and it's a 1-goal lead for the Pumas. And that's coming at the 84-minute mark. And now, can the Coyotes find the equalizer? Big thing, if they tie and Glendale wins, Glendale moves on. Can the Coyotes eke out 2 more? If we can get an update on that score, we'll try to get one for you. Blasted up the field. Wait, that's her 6th goal of the year. That leads the team. Talk about an outstanding freshman season. She's been great, and she's gotten better. And she's got a pep in her step, as well as Riley Kelly. Riley right side. Riley turning the corner, trying to beat a couple defenders, and that's going to set up a corner for the Coyotes. And that extra effort by Riley, a set piece, and then can the Coyotes capitalize? Here it is. Brinley Smith from the corner. Brinley fires that up. Ping-ponged around. Hallball tried to put it in. Could not, and knocked away. But another chance for the Coyotes. It'll be a throw-in. PV. Hallball will shoot it up. And that is scraps. Loose ball. Ball and banged in. And right now we have to decide. Misquez. Now the referees are going to talk it over. Off the chip. Misquez was there to put it past Solano, but the question is, and they're going to say no goal. So they play on.
Good job, Sid.
4 and change. Coyotes with a near equalizer to tie it up at 2.
Come on, Zoe.
Coyotes can't afford to watch the other go back. They got to be in attack mode. They got to get it up and work it up quickly. And they get it to the right person who's always got plenty of juice in the engine, and Riley Kelly. Kelly being worked by a couple defenders. Olivia White is there. Mesquez tries to work that right-hand side. Gets knocked out of bounds. There'll be a throw-in for Chandler Gilbert. Kelly understanding time's winding down to 3 minutes left in this second half. Foul is called against Chandler Gilbert. And PV will have a chance to clear. Backhand opportunity. Wayful Hayes will shoot it up. Aaron Brown chips it up. Olivia White charging and falling on it. Sherlyn Solano, who's been outstanding. Mesquez, and Mesquez gets pulled down from behind. Diane Williams. That's a set piece. And Diane Williams could have easily got a yellow card right there. And that would have been her second, and she would have been out of the game. So, no call, a big one right there. And blasted by Addie. And Solano's there. And that was a huge no call because Williams already got a yellow card. Her second one, she's out of the game. And then it's the squad playing a man down. Roseberry. The Coyotes have got to push. $1:45 left and counting. Coyotes can't afford to waste any time. Allie Roseberry. That's pushed up. Aaron Brown's there. Works it forward. Diane Williams, tremendous job, gets it up the field. Hollaball on the other end. Hollaball hustling up the right-hand side. Works it to the middle of the field. Zoe Gurley and Diane Williams as the ball is chipped up. It's going the other way. 1 minute left. Coyotes can't afford any hesitation. Addie boots it up into the middle of a scrum. Brooklyn Murray chips it up. Worked out by Wayful Hayes. Knocked up on the sidelines to Ava Thomas. Ava Thomas. And Riley Kelly dumps it back down. Addie tries to work in the middle of the field. 30 seconds left. Aaron Brown shoots it up. Olivia White giving chase. Olivia. And that's knocked out of bounds. And that's going to set up a corner kick for the Coyotes. They'll have a shot, a set piece. 10 seconds left. Here it is. And that's banged in, and the Coyotes get it in with 5 seconds left. Off the set piece. The Coyotes deliver. Brinley Smith. And it looks like it's Brooklyn Murray who has tied this at 2. Wow. The team season hanging in the balance, and Brinley and Brooklyn Murray coming up big. And the Coyotes have equalized this with 5 seconds left in the contest. Mercy. What a tremendous effort by Brinley, and what a tremendous effort by Brooklyn Murray. her 4th goal of the season, and this one ends up tied at 2. The Coyotes now have to scoreboard watch. If Glendale loses, the Coyotes are in. If Glendale wins, Glendale's in. We will try to give you an update on this playoff scenario as we get ready for the men's game coming up shortly after. Coyotes finish their conference record at 5-6-3 with a 2-2 tie. It started with a Wafel Hayes goal in the first 6 minutes. Diane Williams with the assist. Mercedes Gallegos at the 32-minute mark. Tori Wafel Hayes, and then in the last couple minutes, Olivia White on the feed from Mesquez, and then it was Brinley Smith to Brooklyn Murray with 5 seconds remaining in the second half. We finished tied at 2. We'll try to give you an update on this one coming up during the boys' game. Keep it locked and loaded. More soccer from Chandler Gilbert coming up on the Chandler Gilbert Sports Network.